talk to you today about the way I connect to my inner child. That carefree space within me. Children are carefree, right? They don't really worry about tomorrow or think about yesterday. They really stay in the moment. So there are different ways to connect to this part of ourselves. I will just share with you a little bit about me, about the way I do it. Unconsciously. I have had to think about it, so that's why yes, I can relate to it now. Okay, so one of my ways is through laughter. I laugh at absolutely everything. I have always been like that, actually. I would get into trouble in school most of the time because I would be laughing. Somebody would drop a pen and I would laugh. I don't know why I do that, but I do. And that keeps me, I think, young and carefree. I love to be silly. I will do silly things. For example, I will be in my car driving somewhere and there will be a great song that comes on and I will start to sing out loud at the top of my voice. And I will dance in my car. It drives my daughter mad, but that's me. It's good to be a little crazy, I think. We suppress this part of ourselves because we feel that we should be a certain way or act like an adult and be responsible. And yes, we can have all those things and be responsible, but we can also tap into that part of us that is crazy and carefree and act silly and just be, simply be. Another way I do it is I love learning. I love learning through my own experiences. And I love learning through other people's experiences when they tell their story to me. There's always something to learn, I think. We will never stop learning until the day we die. And the more we keep that curiosity alive within us, the more we're open to learning and not thinking we know it all the time. I think children are blessed not caring if they know everything or not. And that's what keeps them in the present moment and open to life. I love to stop and smell the flowers. If I find beautiful flowers, I will always acknowledge that they're there and go towards them and smell them. I think we don't do that enough. We're always racing to go to the next place and do the next thing, and we're always busy. And just to slow down a little and stop and smell the flowers is amazing. I also connect to my inner child, this part that keeps us open to life, through gratitude. I wake up every morning, and when I'm stretching my body, as I open my eyes, I say, wow, thank you for this day. I'm lucky to have another day. To live out my experiences and learn more and connect with people. I think gratitude is a very, very important thing that we're not connected to enough in today's world. We're always, again, striving to be more, to get more. And we don't stop to recognize already what we have. Just the fact that we are alive today and we're breathing is a miracle. So yes, acknowledging that. Another way I connect to myself is through my yoga practice. I love connecting to my body and feeling how my body feels every single day, because every single day is different. And I come to my mat and have a different experience every single day. And my favorite are balancing poses. I like to challenge myself to do things that are hard but fun. I see it as fun. Remember when we were kids, I'm sure most of you, the first time you did a handstand, you couldn't do it, and you practiced and you fell 100 times, but you kept getting up and kept practicing, because this is what we do as children. We just keep trying, and we never frustrated or resentful with ourselves. We're just like, oh, okay, well, it's going to keep doing it. We don't even think about it. We just keep doing it. And I think that's amazing. And that's how I practice my balancing poses in my yoga practice. I just keep doing it. And if I fall, I laugh at myself and I just get up and I keep trying. And I think this is what keeps me happy and excited to explore. I wanted to talk about when I was very young. So we always have these memories of when we were very young. And I have this one memory that I'm super fond of. And every time I remember it, it makes my heart like burst. And it's a silly thing when you think about it as an adult. But as a kid, this thing that I did, it just lit up my life. And it still sometimes does when I think about it today. So I used to go to like a kindergarten after school, like aftercare center. Or maybe it was kindergarten. And as I would get there, I would obviously throw my bags down, and all day I would make these mud balls. And I absolutely loved making these mud balls. And I didn't care about the process of making them. I just got into the sand pit, collected sand, got some water, and started the process of making these mud balls. And every time my mom would pick me up after this aftercare center, I would be covered from head to toe in mud. And this is something that really, really made me happy. Not toys and not materialistic things, was actually getting my hands dirty and experiencing my senses. I guess at the time it was my senses. Sight, because I had friends around me, and also making the mud balls, what it looked like, then obviously connecting to the feeling of it, the water and the mud combined, creating something. We really connect to our creative selves as we connect to nature, and pick a flower or smelling a flower or making mud balls. I think this is super important, and it's a thing that we've lost as we've grown older. And it's never too late to reconnect to those things, even if we have kids, to go to the beach or get into a sandpit and do the same thing with them. You'll see that a lot of life will come out of you, a lot of joy, getting your hands dirty again. So I think we limit ourselves a lot as we grow, because of society and because of what we've been told as we get older. I think we should not limit ourselves, and be free to explore and do things like kids do. Even just simply laughing and simply being silly. I love to be silly with my family. I will do silly things with my husband, and we will make silly voices and be absolutely ridiculous. And this will just bring up a whole bunch of laughter, and we'll laugh at each other and we'll laugh with each other. And I think this is something to think about. Just simply maybe laughing if you don't want to get your hands dirty and get into the ground. Yes, so these are things that I do. Maybe it will spark a little light in you and make you feel warm and fuzzy inside and make you want to maybe rediscover the child that still exists inside of you. That carefree feeling. When was the last time you felt carefree and unbothered and untroubled about life? Yeah, it's a good question to ask ourselves. When was the last time we felt this way? And it's not because we're adults that we should stop feeling this way. I live carefree. There are moments where I am responsible and all those things. I don't say that we shouldn't be responsible. But as everything about life, we need balance. It's not good to be serious all the time. Even in my yoga practice, when I teach, sometimes when I feel that everyone's being too serious, I will say something silly and I will be silly and I'll break out that seriousness and everyone will burst out laughing. It's good. We need to allow ourselves to be free, simply free. Yes, so I think we stop ourselves from being this way is because we're afraid of being judged. And at the end of the day, people like to judge. There's nothing that we can do about that. And the moment we accept this and the moment we move past it, we set ourselves free. Because no matter what you do, they will judge you anyway. You will do something and it'll be for humanity and it'll be something good, and people will always have something to say. You didn't do it this way, you should have done it this way. So no matter what you do, people will have their opinion anyway. So instead of living in this rigid box, why not break free and not care about what people think and what people say, because they're gonna do it anyway. Be silly, be free. Yes, so I wanted to finish off by just saying one last thing, and I wrote it down because I didn't want to forget it. So my wish for you is to simply allow yourself to be curious, playful, and tap into that joy within your heart and your soul. Be open and stop being afraid to get your hands dirty and dirt under your fingernails. Life goes by really quickly, and when we get to a certain age, we tend to regret. And why live with regret? Yes, so may your curiosity guide you to explore new horizons, to be playful and to tap into your joy, things that make you happy. Go out and experience life fully and have a great day. Sending you all lots of love. Cheers.